ladies and gentlemen, hey, Bibsonistas! We are grateful and thankful to Ma'am Marian Lagayluan for letting us present this video as a discussion on the questions as well as the answer. I am Aljon Arcabillo, the presenter, in behalf of my groupmates, Dominic Silvano and Mitchinalin Palier.
Generally speaking, as the human population grows, our consumption of natural resources increases. More humans consume more fresh water, more land, more clothing, etc. Scientific and technological innovations mean the most pressing environmental issues, silently aggravating the forces behind global warming, environmental pollution, habitat loss, the six mass extensive farming practices, and the consumption of finite natural resources, such as fresh water, arable land, fossil fuels, at speed faster than the rate of regeneration. However, ecological issues are just the beginning.
Ecology is a branch of science that is the relationship of organisms and their environment. There are different phases of organisms. The nucleus is the central relationship. Population, a group of organisms of the same species living in the same area of time. Community, a group of organisms of different species in particular area. Ecosystem, the study of living and non-living components and their relationship with the environment. The last describes the area where living or global forces. Of animals, plants, and bacteria, as well as the physical and chemical environment they live in. Living parts of an ecosystem are called biotic factors, while the environment factors that they are interacting with, abiotic factors. Biotic factors are living components. Example of this are animals, birds, insects, plants, and etc. While the abiotic factors are not living, so factors of an ecosystem. Example of this is sunlight, the well, air, water, etc. and so on.
Wave and food chain. The first is food chain. Food chain it shows the transfer among energy with an ecosystem. A food chain follows one path of energy and materials only have one arrows from each thing or a single line of an animal. So it's all about one cycle. It's all about step by step. You can proceed to down, then going to up. It's all about one cycle. And the second is food web. A food web is a branches of all about directions with arrows pointing. So the difference from food chain and food web. The food chain is a one single line. Then a food web is all about many arrows that pointing each other or each thing or each animals or plants. So in other thing, a food web is a lot of connected. So a food web is a lot of connected rather than food chain. The food chain is only single line. Then the food web is all about many connected or arrows. So a food web is all about possible path that energy takes. So it could be plants to insect or plants to herbivores. So that's all about food web and food chain. The second is all about ecosystem, the importance of ecosystem, the importance of ecosystem to organism. So, the importance of ecosystem to organism. It provides habitat. The ecosystem is an energy of food web and food chain. It provides habitat to a wild plants, or it's all about living. It's all about living houses on our animals, plants, or it's all about nature. Then it controls essential ecological process and promotes lives. So that is what I mean. Promotes lives to animals and plants. So that it involves in the cycle of nature nutrients. So that's the cycle of ecosystem, or the importance of ecosystem to organism. It helps maintaining useful flows of energy in ecosystem, including carbon cycle, energy cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon dioxide. It's all about water cycle. So it is very important to have an ecosystem, because without ecosystem we are not living on this earth, or it's all about natures.
Describe each of the biochemical cycles and its importance in the ecosystem. The water cycle is the only way that the earth can be continuously supplied with fresh water. Thermal energy from the sun is the most important part of renewing of water supply. The sun provides the energy to change liquid from the earth's surface, like oceans, lakes, etc. The water before through evaporation, trees and plants also lose water to the earth through transpiration. Identify and explain the causes of harmful effects that disrupt ecosystem and biochemical cycles. Burning plastics, kaingin, deforestation is one of the most can disrupt the ecosystem and biochemical cycles. Especially that it can cause the ecosystem to not maintain its equilibrium. It can also destroy the organism and species habitat. What environmental conservation practices that you should do as a student and contributing environmental protection and conservation? As a student, to maintain cleanliness and beauty of our surroundings, you have to volunteer as a student to help and protect our environment and plant trees. Because, as they said, in order to heal our disease due to harmful viruses, we should first take care of our Mother Earth. Again,